Have you been in a relationship where your partner is dating someone else? That's the subject of today's reading as we help a woman decide if she should stay in the relationship. Hi everybody, I'm Sue Ellen Clayton. Welcome to my channel where we're learning how to read tarot one card at a time. In today's reading, we'll be using a 4-card spread to figure out if a woman's husband will end up with the other woman. I will be using the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, and there's a link below. This question was posted anonymously online by a woman who I will call Olivia. Olivia said that her husband was obsessed with another woman. She's wondering if her husband will ultimately choose the other woman. Olivia did not give any other information. Olivia drew 4 cards and she used a spread. Card number 1, the past, shows past influences, events, or experiences that shape the current situation. Olivia drew the Magician reversed. Card number 2, the present, looked at what's going on in the relationship right now. Olivia drew the Fool. Card number 3, the future, looks at what will happen next if they continue on this path in their relationship. Olivia drew the 3 of Pentacles. Card number 4, the outcome, looks at how this situation will likely get resolved. Olivia drew the 2 of Swords. Olivia is wondering if her husband will choose the other woman. The answer is yes. It's very easy to answer a yes-no question in tarot. You count the upright cards, which represent yes, and the reverse cards, which represent no. It can get a bit more complicated if the reversed card is more positive than the upright card, but that's not the case here, and the majority wins. As you can see here, we have 3 upright cards and 1 reversed card. So the answer is yes, the relationship between Olivia's husband and the other woman will work out. Let's begin by talking about my first impression. We have 2 major arcana cards and 2 minor arcana cards. The Magician and the Fool are the first 2 cards in the major arcana. They are at the very beginning of our journey through life. The Fool is standing on the edge of a cliff and is very naive. The Magician is the next step and figures out how to transform his intentions into power. So I think that the husband's relationship with the other woman started accidentally and innocently. The minor arcana cards are Pentacles, which is about work and other practical matters, and Swords, which are about thoughts and communications. It's interesting that we don't see any Cups, which would indicate love, or Wands, which would indicate action. We're also dealing with 2s and 3s, which are very early in the Aces through 10s, where Aces are the beginnings and 10s are completion. So this is similar to the early on energy from the Magician and the Fool. The main thing I notice is the 3 people in the future position. This leads me to believe that the obsession will continue. In the 4th position, we see a woman who needs to make a choice. So I don't think the other woman is going anywhere. We can see that the skies get darker as we move from the first card to the last card. So I don't think there will be a happy outcome for Olivia, assuming that she wants to have the other woman out of the picture and live happily ever after with her husband. Let's look at each card individually. Card number 1, the past, shows past influences, events, or experiences that shape the current situation. Olivia drew the Magician reversed. In the upright position, the Magician is all about making things happen. His right arm is pointed towards the heavens and his left hand is pointed toward the earth. He's like a lightning rod directing the spiritual energy from heaven and making it tangible. The wand has 2 ends. It represents how we can separate things and recombine them in a new way. The lemniscate, which is the figure 8-shaped infinity loop over his head, represents the Magician's infinite potential. I think the Magician represents the other woman. I believe that she was someone who wanted a relationship and did everything possible to make it happen. In the most innocent scenario, the other woman had a vision board with all the qualities she wanted in a partner, and she looked at it every morning. She used visualizations, affirmations, and rituals to draw the perfect partner towards her. And she also worked on herself to let go of emotional baggage from previous relationships that would keep her from moving forward. Unfortunately for Olivia, the Magician is in the reverse position. This indicates that her husband's relationship with the other woman started with some form of deception or dishonesty. I think that the other woman actually targeted Olivia's husband, who, I believe based on the Fool card, was extremely naive because he was the kind of partner that she wanted. In the upright position, the blue wand represents honesty, truthfulness, and clear communication, as well as intuition, wisdom, and higher consciousness. The magician is able to manifest what she wants because she is very clear about what she wants and connects with spirit. The reverse position represents dishonesty and lies, and a decision that was not made based on a connection with spirit. Regardless of whether the couple met innocently or the husband was targeted, the husband has also been deceiving Olivia. The relationship could have stopped if the husband had decided to end it. Olivia clearly knows about the situation, and I think it's taken a toll on her mental health. It has zapped her self-confidence and indicated that she does not have any control over the situation. Rather than the wand indicating two opposites that come together, she now feels that her marriage is being torn apart. In the upright position, the magician has infinite potential. I think that Olivia feels like her ability to reach her goals has been destroyed. She feels insecure and is having a hard time figuring out what she wants. In summary, the relationship between Olivia's husband and the other woman began with some kind of deception. It has left Olivia feeling shaken and distrustful of her husband. Card number 2, the present, looks at what's going on in the relationship now. Olivia drew the Fool. I think that Olivia's husband is excited and energized by his relationship with the other woman. The Fool card is the first one in the major arcana. The journey is new and exciting, and he's full of optimism. Everything is sunny, and despite standing on the edge of a cliff, all he is choosing to see are wonderful possibilities. There is something really awesome in a new relationship, and I think that the husband is experiencing this with the other woman. He's not worried about the dog beside him falling off the cliff or the obstacles indicated by the mountains. He is looking upward and dreaming about a bright, sunny future. Contrast this innocence and playfulness with the husband's relationship with Olivia. He doesn't have to worry about whether there's enough money to pay the rent or whose turn it is to take out the trash. He doesn't have to endure time with his in-laws or spend the weekend helping Olivia clean out their storage unit. They don't have a past together, so the other woman can't remind him about the year he ruined Christmas by forgetting to buy her a gift or caused their car insurance premiums to double after his DUI. The red feather on the Fool's hat shows strength and vitality. The white rose represents passion and his innocent nature. In addition to the white rose, there is other information showing that the husband's intentions are pure. This includes his white tunic, which is close to his body. The outer tunic, which is very colorful, protects his innocence from the outside world. This makes me think that Olivia's husband stumbled upon this relationship, or as I said earlier, was targeted by the other woman. I don't think that he originally sought to be unfaithful. However, now that it's happened, I believe that Olivia's husband is truly enjoying his relationship with the other woman and is not regretting it. He loves feeling free and unencumbered from the burdens of his relationship with Olivia. He's feeling almost euphoric with happiness. Card number 3, the future, looks at what will happen next if they continue on this path in their relationship. Olivia drew the 3 of Pentacles. This is a card about teamwork and collaboration. We have 3 people shown in this card, so I don't think that the other woman is going anywhere. In fact, I think the other woman will become an integral part of their lives. I think that the stonemason represents the husband. He's standing above the others and is calling the shots. He's under the arch on the left. The other 2 figures are under the arch on the right, and the husband chooses who gets his attention. There's a lot of gray in this card. We see it on the walls and the floor, as well as on the monks' robes. Gray is about neutrality, and it looks like the 3 of them aren't experiencing a lot of emotion. The 2 figures are looking at the stonemason and not recognizing their power in this situation. The monk is the person who's in charge of the church and has hired the stonemason. The woman in orange appears to be the architect and is holding the plans. The stonemason would not exist without their support, but considers himself to be superior to the 2 women in his life as he's calling the shots. I think that if they continue on their path, the stonemason will continue to call the shots. He is quite happy with the current situation, where he enjoys the excitement of the other women, along with the stability of his relationship with Olivia. The husband has no intention of choosing between the two women, and Olivia's self-confidence will continue to erode. You've made it this far in the video, and I wanted to stop and ask for a favor if you're not already a subscriber, and that is to please hit the subscribe button. It's free for you, and it will also help me to grow this channel. Plus, it means that you won't miss anything. Thanks so much, and if you're already a subscriber, I truly appreciate your ongoing support. Now let's get back to the video. Card number 4, the outcome, looks at how this situation will likely get resolved. Olivia drew the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is about choosing between two options. The situation will get resolved because Olivia will make a decision. Swords is about thoughts, and Olivia's decision will be made with her mind and not her heart. We can see that Olivia is blindfolded. This shows that she can't see her options clearly. To make a decision, she needs to turn inward and rely on her intuition. Olivia is wearing a gray nightdress and a gray blindfold. She's sitting on a gray bench on a gray platform. We see a lot of gray in the previous card as well. Gray is about neutrality, and she's trying to make a balanced and fair decision. Olivia's probably thinking about the good years they had together, their kids, if they had any, how they will divvy up the property, and the challenges of being single. Although these are tough choices, Olivia's come to a place where she can rest and mull over her decision. By the look of the location, she feels, and actually is, very isolated. She is facing forward. She's choosing not to focus on the water, which represents her emotions, or the rocks, which represent obstacles that exist behind her. The fact that the rocks are partially submerged can mean that some of the issues have not fully surfaced. Wait till she finds out that her husband bought the other woman a large diamond ring, or instead of visiting his parents for a week like he told her, he took the other woman on an expensive trip. The rocks can also represent resting points as Olivia navigates her way through her emotions. There are more rocks on the opposite shoreline, which signals continued obstacles. Olivia is holding two swords. The swords are equal in size, so it shows that both decisions, which would be staying with her husband or leaving him, have equal merit, or she's considering both options equally. The swords must be heavy, and the position is very uncomfortable. To me, this represents that the decision is weighing heavily on her. She has her arms crossed over her heart. This can demonstrate that she's struggling to keep her emotions under control. As I mentioned earlier, there are no cups in this reading. I'm not sure if she loves him anymore or if he loves her. Olivia is working hard to make a rational decision. Most of the sword is a cold blue color, which represents that it is about cold, unyielding facts. There is so much dark blue in this card, in the sky, the water, and the swords. The dark blue sky and the water represent her subconscious, which she's trying to access now that she's blindfolded. The white portion of the sword represents purity and purification. Both the double-edged sword and the fact that she's holding two swords indicate that she does not have clarity about her decision and is unsure what to do. At the moment, Olivia is stuck. The waxing moon is in its growth phase, which means that it will provide more illumination as it moves toward fullness, and Olivia will continue to get clarity. Olivia needs to be patient with herself and continue waiting and thinking. In the end, she will make a balanced decision that is right for her. So let's summarize. Olivia wants to know if her husband will choose the other woman. Card number 1, the Magician reversed, shows what past events created the situation. I think that Olivia's husband was targeted by the other woman. However, Olivia's husband chose to continue with the relationship and in the process betrayed his wife. Card number 2, the Fool, looks at what's going on in the relationship right now. The husband is truly enjoying his relationship with the other woman. He's feeling incredibly happy and enjoys not having to worry about the burdens of his relationship with Olivia. Card number 3, the Three of Pentacles, looks at what will happen next if they continue on this path in their relationship. The husband is quite happy with the current situation, where he enjoys the excitement of the other woman along with the stability of being with his wife, and he has no desire to choose between the two women. Unless Olivia makes a decision, her husband will continue his relationship with them both. Card number 4, the Two of Swords, looks at how this relationship will likely get resolved. The situation will get resolved because Olivia will make a decision. The ball is in her court, but we don't know what she will choose. She's trying to make a balanced, fair, and unemotional decision that is right for her. Right now, she's waiting for more clarity. I hope that this video gave you some ideas that you can apply to your tarot practice. Please leave a comment if you'd like to share what you've learned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.